Hey, thanks so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the Haves and the Have-Nots review here on YouTube. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry, you've come to the right place. Be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also check me out on these social media platforms, and links in the description below will lead you to my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, and Facebook page. Once again, thanks for joining in and enjoy the video. Guys, just wanted to do a quick video about Derrick, and I know it's like, oh, the lion tattoo, here you go again, Jeremy. No, it's not really that. I was recording my video going over the scheduling for the Back to the Start marathon for the Haves and the Have-Nots. You know, I went on Wikipedia just glancing over the episode summaries for the first maybe 10 or 15 episodes of season 1, and I remember in one of the episodes, you know, Hanna goes on a blind date. Obviously, we know that was when Benny set up Mr. Watson, aka Tony from the church, to have a surprise dinner with Hanna right after, you know, Benny was surprised when Darcy, aka Marcy from If Loving You Is Wrong, came over to the house to bring him lunch. And, you know, Benny was just playing or making things even between himself and Hanna. And it just occurred to me, when you think about it, you know, Benny tried to set up his mother with Tony from the church. Then Catherine tried to set up Hanna with Derrick the handyman. And once again, you know, and I know, folks, I still need to do my season 5 overview for the Haves and Have-Nots. It wasn't really until, like, you know, May 1st, basically like the second and third part of season 5, minus the first 10 episodes. To me, and I've said this plenty of times in my episode reviews and trailer breakdowns, I really got a season 1 vibe from a lot of the episodes. You know, not just the fact that they were bringing up elements from, you know, season 1, like Wyatt and talking about Catherine's breast cancer, the fact he knew about it, just getting some very good scenes between David and Jim, just like back in season 1, season 2. You know, once again, Candace extorting a lot of money from the criers, you know, and things like that. But the fact that Tyler Perry does recycle storylines a lot, like, you know, Wyatt being on drugs or Benny being in jail or, you know, getting into a coma or being near death for whatever reason. You look at the same thing about Hanna and being set up with men. Every time she's set up with someone who at first seems to be a good guy, we find out there's some skeletons in the closet. Of course, them having a past with Hanna, or them being strategically placed in her life for an ulterior motive. You know, with Tony, what turned into a blind date actually was, oh man, you're Benny's father who's never paid not just child support, but never even been in his son's life. Michael was like the only innocent man that's come into Hannah's life. I've done plenty of videos about how I think Michael truly is the right person that should have been with Hanna. I don't want to get into full details here, but I just feel like it really would have done Michael good to be back in the show, where at first, you know, Catherine was there for Hanna being a friend, which was great and all, but in terms of relating to losing a grandchild because of a troublesome daughter getting mixed up in the wrong crowd and whatnot, Michael was like the only person that could truly relate. True, Catherine lost a daughter, but in terms of a grandchild, and by extension, their failure as parents to their daughters whose reckless lifestyle led to their child being put in harm's way, Michael could truly relate to Hanna, and those two really could have formed a bond and gotten together. Not saying Derrick's a bad guy, because honestly, he was one of the better parts of season 5, but at the same time, I just feel like when you think about it, Hanna gets set up with a guy. It turns out things aren't as good as they're supposed to be. I feel like the same thing with Derrick. You know, she's set up with this guy, seems nice, but just like with Tony, we found out he has a past with Hanna. Same thing can be said with Derrick, allegedly, if he is the man with the lion tattoo. Remember, it all started with a date. The truth comes out eventually, but in this case, you know, the Derrick and Hanna storyline has been stretched out far longer, so we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. But, you know, just a little bit of a key sign, like I've done the video about, you know, how Derrick and David both cried while they were praying with Hanna, and in this situation, I'm talking Derrick and Tony both on blind dates with Hanna, and how they might actually be, well, guys with past related to Hanna that we don't know about. Obviously with Tony, I mean, when Tony was first introduced, you know, me and my mom was like, is he Benny's real father off screen? Because we knew the moment he stepped on the screen, he was really Benny's father. But just the fact that Tyler Perry cast Patrick Fassett, who looks like a dead ringer for Benny, and then with the whole situation with Derrick, it's just like, okay, he's the only real male character that's been introduced season 5 that just so happens to come into the show right after we learned about how Candace was conceived, and you know, Hanna being raped. And then he gets close with Hanna, which I do feel Derrick being the tattoo man actually makes a lot of sense. Not just for the sake of, oh, we can finally fill up the young family tree by, okay, we got Hanna being the mother. Now we know the father of both Candace and Benny. Now we have the tree complete. It isn't really just that. It's just a matter of what will Hanna do if she finds out the truth. And keep in mind that allegedly she might be moving in with Derrick, so that'll be one hell of a time to find out he was the man that raped you. It would just be a really interesting character arc to see what she'll do after finding out the truth. Will it be a redemption arc for Derrick? Will it be about forgiveness? Because Hanna actually knows Derrick in the present instead of the Derrick in the past. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think there is a possible connection with the whole Tony and Derrick scenario where both men get set up on a date with Hanna, but it turns out they've actually had shady past with her based off previous events? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you in the next video.